Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 9 of What If Naruto Was an Exiled Saiyan, trained by Vados. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also go ahead and check out the other What Ifs guys. I post a brand new episode over in Anime King 3 of What If Naruto and his clan was betrayed by Konoha. So go ahead and enjoy that. I also post a brand new episode of What If Naruto went to the Attack on Titan universe over Anime Print, so go ahead and enjoy that guys. I also post What If Naruto was the strongest half-breed Uchiha, so go ahead and enjoy that guys. So yeah, I did have 4 channels if you're new, yes. Links will be down in the description for all of them guys, so go ahead check them out and yeah. Without further ado or wasting any more time, what do you say we jump right into this new episode? Starts right away guys. So last time we left off, 17 and 18 face off against Toppo as they were trying their best to keep up with him. However, he was in his destroyer mode and he was destroying every attack, but their coordinating attacks were getting him pushed back. The thing was, he was able to keep up, but he decided to jump into Naruto's path, seeing the kid walking along, which was a big mistake as Naruto ended up beating him and throwing him away. 18 was pulverized pretty badly by Toppo, so Naruto ended up throwing her off. She would have died if she kept this up, her injuries would have led to her death. Vegeta then made his way over towards the top, as the both of them started to fight. Vegeta pushed himself to his absolute limit and exploded right through it. As he went beyond, he clashed against him as the both of them threw high-powered punches and attacks towards each other. 17 also jumped in the mix as well, as they started to clash against him. However, Top showed that he was an impressive fighter, his destruction energy being able to cancel their attacks like it was nothing. The fight continued until Vegeta pushed himself even further, as he showed him that he was no true god as he ended up using the attack. They thought that he might die, but he did not. He ended up knocking Top off the ring. So with that said done, he went off against Jiren. However, Jiren showed him that he was nothing against him as he ended up knocking Vegeta off. Gohan faced off against Jiren, but Gohan just wasn't enough. 17 had tried to protect them, but it failed, as he was blown up. He had self-destruct in order to protect them against a blast, as he was gone, and Jiren was not eliminated, so it was left with Naruto there, as Gohan was knocked out. Both Naruto and Jiren started to clash. Jiren had to raise his power at least 3 times when Naruto was in his base form, as Jiren raised his power again, and he kept on pushing himself higher and higher. However, Naruto powered to Super Saiyan and started to dominate the fight. When Naruto went Super Saiyan 2, he was on a completely different level. Jiren ended up knocking him down as Kale shouted for Naruto to get back up and end this. It was then that Belmont looked towards Kale as he realized this girl cared about him a lot and he did the same for her. As he needed his universe to win. He needed his universe to win and he would do whatever it takes. As Macarena, his angel, saw what he was planning, as she really hoped he didn't do that, because that would be really bad for them. Naruto ended up pushing himself as he transformed to Super Saiyan 3. His power eclipsed Jiren at that moment, as Naruto power was surpassing the gods of destruction, pushing past that barrier, shocking everyone there. Even the Grand Priest kept an eye on him as Naruto power kept on rising. Jiren was being assaulted as he stood no chance. Belmont realized that he had to do something really drastic, otherwise his universe would fail. As he turned his gaze towards Kale once again, he had to do something, otherwise he would lose. Vegeta and Goku noticed something in the light. It was the same as the transformation from a tail beast moon. And it was not affecting Naruto, however his tail was twitching. As they noticed that, it was the same for their Ozaru form. Something was still hidden. Even with this maximum output, his power was still being concealed. Just exactly what can he do at his full power? However, the real fight between Naruto and Jiren was just about to begin. So yeah guys, basically guys, we left off, you guys can switch across the play check of yourself and once you begin this new episode guys, starts now. This is unacceptable. I refuse to lose. I cannot lose. Strength is justice. Strength is absolute. Everything I work hard for, everything I gain is meaningless without victory. I refuse to lose. I refuse to be weak. Jiren released a yell of frustration as he pushed his power up to the max. After being once again humiliated by Naruto, his shirt exploded as flames. Hot, intensive flames seemed to roll off his skin that swamped the entire area. As Jiren went to its 100%, up in the stands, Jiren's power has increased drastically, said Piccolo. It looks like Naruto backing him to a corner, making him remember his past trauma. He realized the position he was in and decided to go all out now, said Vegeta. This is not good, said Champa. You have nothing to worry about, remember. Naruto still hasn't gone full power yet, my lord. Jiren may be stronger right now at his full power, but I'm not sure it will last for too long, said Vados. Quite the confidence you have in your fighter. No one has ever beaten Jiren when he uses full power, said Belmod. The same can be said for Naruto after he was done training, said Vados. Back down below. Jiren rushed in as Naruto deflected his punch. They backed off for a fraction of a second before they move in. Their punches and kicks start to destroy the entire place. Their attacks moving so fast, the eye could not keep up. No matter what, I will not lose. No matter the cost, said Jiren. As both him and Naruto grabbed their hands together trying to push each other back, Jiren created an ninja blast as he blasted Naruto's hand away. As Naruto staggered back, he created another one and punched it towards Naruto, forcing Naruto to jump out of the way. Jiren shot rapid ninja blast as Naruto crossed his arms. Once the attack was done, Jiren was gone. He looked up as Jiren launched another attack as Naruto countered with an attack of his own. As Jiren released another as Naruto countered with another, the powers started to clash together as Jiren yelled as he released an overwhelming amount of his strength in that attack. As the thing overwhelmed and swallowed Naruto, as Jiren pumped out quite a lot, the place exploded as Naruto was swallowed in the attack. The smoke started to twist as Naruto blasted right out of it. Jiren ducked under his fists. The both of them reappear and slam their kick together, creating a colossal shockwave that destroyed everything around. You still have this much power left, you're a persistent bastard. Just stand down, Jiren said, as he tried to force Naruto back. Naruto kicked him in the gut, breaking his stalemate. Jiren launched several attacks at once as Naruto dodged all of them. Naruto jumped back and threw an ninja blast towards him. Jiren deflected and launched one towards Naruto's face, who slapped it away. Jiren flashed behind him and kicked him in the back as Naruto slammed into the ground. Jiren raised his hand and created an ninja blast and slammed it in Naruto's back. Boom! The place exploded. Up in the stands. No, said Champa. Yes, we've won, said Belmod. Naruto, Kaba said. It's not over yet, is it? Khalifa said, worry in her tone. No, it's not over, said Kale. How do you know? He's face first and grown right now, said Khalifa. Just trust me, Kale said. As Khalifa simply nodded her head and turned back towards the fights. Come on, Naruto. You can do this. No matter the situation, you always go back up. You have the power to defeat Jiren. I believe in you. We all believe in you. Sadala believe in you. So come on. Get up and fight, she said. Jiren was shocked. How? You shouldn't be able to stand anymore. Jiren stepped back in shock. It doesn't matter what he do. It's just... This is not over, Jiren, said Naruto. As he winced a bit, as he fully got back to his full height. After being beaten so many times, how are you still standing? Kale, Sala, and everyone else from Universe 6 are counting on me to win this tournament. As a Saiyan, I can never back down from any challenge, said Naruto. As he powered up once more. Silence. Such a thing is meaningless before my power. Friendships are worthless, bonds only hold you back. Strength is the only thing that matters, Jiren said. He rushed in towards Naruto as Naruto blurred away and kicked him in the back of the head as he crashed into the ground. Friendship and bonds are not meaningless. You have no idea how lucky you have it in life, said Naruto as he slammed a foot in Jiren's face, throwing him back. You had friends, people that actually want to be close to you. You had your parents growing up, but my entire home planet hated me for something I had no control over. I was banished at the age of 7. Someone I consider one of my best friends broke all ties with me and basically told me she hated me. I was fortunate enough to meet Vados and Champa, although Champa get on my nerve a lot. I consider him my family as well, something akin to an uncle, and Vados is my mother figure, said Naruto. It doesn't matter. My pain is far worse. My past is worse, Jiren said, as he attacked as Naruto dodged. You know nothing of pain, said Naruto. Had you ever had to kill a child because he was so far in chaos that it left you no other choice? I've ruined families by taking out armies of space pirates in my universe because they were so hell-bent on causing war and destruction. The only thing from keeping me from going crazy and realizing how broken this place and this world is someone I consider my little sister, said Naruto. I have 3 more important people to me in the stands. You have an entire universe of people that wants to be your friend and be there for you, but you keep on pushing them away over and over again. True strength comes from the need to protect something. That is why you will always be weak in my eyes. You're so stuck in the past you refuse to grow up and see what is right in front of your eyes. No more game. I'm ending this. Now, said Naruto. Naruto powered up and moved faster than Jiren could see. Jiren winced in pain as Naruto's fist buried into his gut so far. The backlash behind him was brutal. Jiren tried to fight back, but Naruto outpaced him and started to beat the living crap out of him. As Naruto slammed him in a boulder and blasted him away, up in the stands. Has he really went through all of that cause axe? Yes, everything he said was true. He was banished at the age of 7 for something that was out of his control. Why was he banished? As Vados spoke about Naruto and his tail, him being the only Saiyan that has a tail in Universe 6, as Vegeta and Goku listening on that, Vegeta focused on Naruto's tail as he fought. What happened to his parents? Goku chimed in asking. As Vados told them, seeing that Naruto had already told his story, she believed that it wouldn't be a problem to say anything about it. Back down below, both Jiren and Naruto were fighting down below. The shockwaves were getting stronger and stronger. To someone looking from the fight outside, it would seem like they were even, but that is so far from the case, it was funny. As Naruto was in control the entire time, Naruto punched Jiren in the face hard and then blocked a forearm punch from him. As Naruto jumped back and threw a punch, Jiren was hit with a gust of wind that slammed him into the earth. He panted as he forcefully got back up. That is the power of friendship and bonds, Jiren, said Naruto. Who cares about friendship? Who cares about bonds? Who cares about trust? To accept that, I refuse. Such a thing can easily be erased, Jiren said. He fired an Angel Blast towards Kale. Naruto appeared and slapped it away. The power you believe in is easily erased. Just like that, said Jiren. Naruto clenched his fists. I'm no hero of justice, like you pride troopers say you are, said Naruto, his voice growing deep and dark. I'm just a guy who does the right thing when it is called for. I don't usually go out trying to pick wars or start a fight. But those who attack and hurt my loved ones, I will never forgive them, Naruto yelled. In the blink of a second, Jiren's jaw was crushed as Naruto's fist made contact. Several hard punches to the face and to the guts. Jiren lied in a crater, beaten and broken. You shouldn't have gone after her. This fight would have been a whole lot easier on you, said Naruto as he started to walk. However, Jiren laughed. What's so funny? You may have been able to stop my attack, but you failed to stop Belmod, said Jiren. Naruto turned his head. Belmod blasted Kale with the attack that left her fighting for her life. Everyone was shocked, even Macarena. Krillin, give me a senzu bean, said Goku. We only have one left, Krillin said. Just give him a damn senzu bean, Baldy, or so help me, I'll kill you right now, said Caulifla. As Krillin gave it over, as he fed her the senzu bean. She'll be alright, but I don't think she's gonna wake up anytime soon. What the hell is your problem? Said Caulifla as she turned towards Belmont, who was smirking. Universe 11 shall win at all costs, no matter who or what stands in her way. That was too far, Belmont, said Cuz. I agree with Cuz, that's not the way to do things, Belmont, said Macarena. You dare disrespect me by not putting Lord in front of my name. I'm your master. You live to serve me, do not question what I do or why I do it. You shouldn't have done that, said Vados. Where's Naruto, said Kaba, as he was in the ring. I'm right here. Belmont turned as he backed away, but then he noticed. You're eliminated. He's on the bleachers. Actually, he's not standing. He has energy blast under his feet, so he's not technically on the bleachers, said the Grand Priest. You heard Kale, said Naruto. Naruto grabbed Belmont by the throat, surprising the man by his speed as he launched him. Belmont crashed down into the fighting arena. This is bad, said Vados as she glanced up. Given the circumstances, the Omni Kings have agreed to allow it to happen, the Grand Priest said. Hey, do you all feel that? Goku asked. It's coming from Naruto, said Kaba. Belmod landed as he gave, during some of his power so that he could fight again. You really think that you stand a chance against the both of us? You're crazy if you think that, Belmod said as he laughed. You tried to kill her, said Naruto. You tried to kill her. Steam was ripping off Naruto's body. As the ground underneath him started to crack, his hands started to shake, his whole body started to tremble. When Naruto yelled, it sounded like a primordial beast roaring. His power exploded out violently. As his hair extended and became longer, two bangs coming down the side of his face. The color changed back to his regular black. Red trim appeared on his eyes. Red fur appeared all around his body, his shirt blown off except for his stomach. That showed off his well-toned six-pack and his chest as well. His tail also became red and it spiked outwards, waving behind him. Up in the stands, the angels actually stood up. As they all took a bow. Why did you all bow? Asked Khalifa, even Macarena had bowed. Because this has never happened before. A mortal that has surpassed all of the gods of destruction in power. Cuz was right. His power is indeed far stronger than that of the gods, said Vados. Ladies and gentlemen, it is on this day that, for the first, we have found a mortal to surpass all the gods of destruction, reaching between the angels and the gods. Naruto wasn't on the angels level, however. He had surpassed all the gods, bringing him to a whole different level entirely. He was close, and he was only in his 20s. This was a shocking sight that has never been seen before, and he was a mortal. All the remaining gods of destruction had to bow as well. This has never been seen before. Down below, Belmod was terrified. Hearing the Grand Priest announce that, the Grand Priest even showing respect to this person was beyond him. Granted, he was not strong as the angels, however. Say beginner level, a rookie angel. How do you like my new look? I took it when I was trying to control my beast form, said Naruto. I took the power of the Great Ape. This is what I call Super Saiyan 4. Now, I'll make you pay, said Naruto, as he clenched his fists, feeling the power flood through him. Belmod was baffled. The only one that he's went up against in angel level was Macarena, and she was not going all out on him. But here was a boy, so young and yet so powerful. However, Jiren was baffled and raging. He was angry, furious. Someone younger than him, having this power, surpassed him to this degree. It made him feel weak again. Something that he didn't want to feel. Weak! Jiren rushed in at Naruto before he was thrown back. Belmod was confused. What happened? Jiren was bleeding as he picked himself back up. What a pity. 4 kicks and 2 punches and a headbutt. And you failed to see that coming. Impossible, said Jiren. Fine. I'll slow it down for you this time, said Naruto. Jiren paused this time. Only thing people saw was Naruto-like move on the last kick, as Jiren once again slammed viciously into the ground. Jiren's whole body was a mess, as he seemed down for the count right now. I didn't even hit him that hard, said Naruto. So tell me, are you just gonna stand there and piss your pants? Please, I have more than enough strength to take you on, said Belmod. He flew in as he slammed an Ninja Blast in Naruto. Smoke filled the air as he flew in. When the smoke cleared, Belmod's fist was planted in Naruto's face. Yet Naruto did not even budge. Naruto's hand lashed out and grabbed him by the throat before he slammed him in the ground. Belmod fired a quick Hakai. However, Naruto caught it and Belmod jumped away. Naruto crushed it right in his hand before he vanished up in the stands. What the hell? Where did he go? Asked Khalifa as she looked around. He's too fast for me to even see, said Kaba. I can't, ask Kale. She's still out. Lord Champa, can you see him? No, I can't, said Champa. He's an interesting mortal. Hey Champa, do you mind if I take him to become the next god for my universe? Look clear, axe. Sure, you can have him. That is if you can beat him, of course, said Champa. Hey Angel, can you see him? Khalifa asked. Of course we can. We are all high-ranking angels. Consider his power right now. He's a low-level angel in terms of speed and power, said Vados. If you want to find him, just look towards Belmod and see for yourself, said Whis. Bat down below. Belmont looked behind him as Naruto was no longer there. That is when he felt something as he looked up. That was a mistake as Naruto's heel crashed into his face as Naruto literally skated on his face. Once he was done, Naruto brought his fist up. He dropped it in Belmont's guts. The rock below him exploded, shooting an energy wave. Just pure fist, but it seems like an energy blast, all the way into the null realm. Belmont coughed up blood. Jiren appeared behind Naruto as Naruto caught his leg, before twisting and slamming him into the ground. Jiren flipped away, as he got back up panting, as him and Belmont jumped beside each other. The both of them rushed in as they split apart. Jiren came from left and Belmont came from the right, as Naruto blocked each of their attacks with one hand before he started to dodge. He then snapped his gaze towards Jiren. Blood came from Jiren's mouth, as Naruto appeared above him and slammed a heel into his forehead, dropping him, before he shoot towards Belmont. 3 punches that slammed into Belmont's guts, one into his face, as Naruto appeared behind him and kicked him right into Jiren, before he sent a blast, throwing the both of them away. Jiren got up first as he powered up and threw himself towards Naruto, as Naruto ducked underneath him. Their face was near to each other as Naruto was looking up at him. Jiren's eyes went wide as Naruto blinked. Several fists slammed into Jiren's gut, shooting up into the ear. Naruto appeared behind him and locked his hands together before he dropped it in Jiren's back. Belmont powered up into half of his full power as he came in. Both him and Jiren started to attack. Their attacks were not sync at all. They had never fought before like this. Their attacks were not sync, and they were fighting for themselves. You can see that. Jiren threw a spear as Naruto slapped it away as Belmont appeared behind Naruto and hit him with a blast, enough power to render a planet to dust, as Naruto was swallowed in the attack. "Let's see you survive that," said Belmont. Up in the stance. "Is he dead?" said Kaba. "Nah, he's fine." "How do you know that?" he said, turning towards Kale. "Think about it. Don't you see that he's not defending himself against their attacks? He's just lazily slapping them around. He's toying with them right now. I know what he's doing. He's breaking their pride. He's breaking their hope. He's humiliating them." "Yes, she's right," said Vados. Back down below, Belmont was about to say something until the rubble started to shake, as the smoke and rubbles were blasted away as Naruto stood there, unharmed. If that's all the power God of destruction and immortal that is stronger than him can offer, then I'm truly disappointed. Allow me to show you what my power truly feels like. The aura around Naruto turned a bright red as he released his power, as it changed into a gigantic ape's head. As Naruto then absorbed all that power inside his body, electricity started to dash around him, more fiercer than Super Saiyan 3, as his body was glowing red. As Naruto took a single step forward, Jiren and Belmont was sent sailing away, as Naruto split himself using his spirit ability to create a clone. He can create clones?" said Piccolo. "Yes, he's been trained in spirit control, and he's quite skilled in it," said Vados. "Wait, what's spirit control?" asked Kaba. "It's an advanced key manipulation known primarily to the Yarjak race. Spirit control allows the user to achieve a multitude of potent ability through their ki. These abilities, achieved through spirit control, are used by shifting and splitting and growing the user's spirit. Achieving good spirit control allows the user to sense ki from much greater distance and utilize their energy to attack much more efficiently." Whis explained. "Wow, so what abilities does this spirit control give you?" asked Khalifa. As Goku has demonstrated, instant transmission is one of them. Others include healing, cloning, gigantification, and force, spirit fission, and healing techniques. "So Naruto can use all of those?" asked Piccolo. "I think so. He's only shown me the clone, and he's also become giant before," said Vados. "All of them? How long did he train in spirit control?" asked Goku. "I think about 3 years. It isn't much time, but he said the person that taught him is extremely brutal and tough." "Do you think I can do that?" Khalifa asked. "Not at this moment, no," said Vados. "When would I be ready?" she asked. "When you're in perfect balance, mentally and spiritually." "What does that mean? Are you calling me crazy?" "I'm not crazy." Khalifa?" "What?" Nothing," said Kaba. "Hey, you hormonal child. Calm down," said Vegeta. "You wanna fight?" she said, as she powered up Super Saiyan 2. "Please, if Super Saiyan 2 is all you can do, you're not worth my time." "Khalifa, calm down, and let's just watch the fight," said Vados. She huffed before she powered down. Belmont had powered up to his max power, seeing that he was losing. However, it did not change as Naruto was still beating the crap out of him. It got so bad that Vados thought that he might be going overboard a bit, as Naruto picked Belmont up by his ankle and started to beat him into the ground, bashing his face over and over. He did this for at least 20 times, rapid speed. At that same time, Naruto clone came as he grabbed Jiren. He was tearing his face through the ground before he threw him, slamming him where the original was. Naruto picked Belmont up by his throat. "You really disappoint me," he said. "I expected more from a god of destruction," he said, as he started to squeeze his throat. Before he dropped him as Belmont was on his knees, Belmont coughed up blood as he reached out and touched Jiren. Naruto had to step back as a violent power exploded from him. When the smoke cleared, Belmont had absorbed Jiren. "What the hell did you do?" "What's the matter, mortal? Afraid of a true god of destruction power?" "That is just borrowed power," said Naruto. Belmont looked relatively the same, however. He had Jiren muscles. He appeared in front of Naruto in a flash as he punched him away and gave chase. He caught up Naruto and slammed him in the ground before he hit him with an energy blast. Naruto disappeared as the both of them create massive shockwaves all over the area. They separated as Naruto had a few scratches now. Belmont threw another Hakai as Naruto slapped it away, but Belmont appeared and slammed a fist in his guts as Naruto staggered back. "What happened to all that strength that you were bragging about earlier?" Belmont said. He grabbed Naruto by the throat and slammed him into the ground. Naruto blasted him away. As Naruto rushed after him, Belmont started to clash with him. However, his body was feeling weird, but he tried to ignore that as him and Naruto clashed. He caught Naruto's fist and kneed him in the gut. As he grabbed Naruto and threw him, Naruto slammed right towards the edge of the ring. "Behold the strength of a true god. None of you stand a chance against me now. Not even you, Beerus." If he was considered a low-level angel in terms of power, then the angels must not be that strong in terms of power then. "Hear me now," he said. "All the angels should now bow to me, because I am the strongest. The god of Universe 11, he said. "Bow to me like the servants you are," he said. Belmont seemed to be going crazy. The power has gone to his head. "You guys aren't going to do that, right?" asked Khalifa. "It's an order," said Cuz. "No matter how ridiculous the order is," Macarena said, "an angel must always listen to the gods," said Vados. "Or we face the wrath of the Omni King himself," said Whis. "That's bullshit. Naruto can kick his ass, right? With no one to challenge him, making him the strongest god of destruction." "There is no other choice," said Cuz. "Where's Naruto?" "I do not know what is wrong, but I cannot feel his energy anymore," said Vados, as you could see the look on her face. She was sad. "What? No. But, no. He's fine." They turned. "Kale, you're alright," said Khalifa. "Yes. But Naruto is fine. Something is different. But I can feel it," she said. "He did something with majority of his power. He gave it to Belmont." "What? Why would he help the enemy?" "I think he has a plan," said Kale. "I don't know what he's doing, but he's fine. He's ready." Back down below. "What's wrong, you stupid angels?" "I said kneel," said Belmont as he released an absurd amount of power. "Yo, clone on steroids," Naruto called out. You're back for more." Belmont raised his hand and created a massive energy blast. Naruto held out his hand. "I hope you're ready, Belmont, because I'm about to make you my bitch," said Naruto. "You simple-minded fool. It is the mortal and angels that will kneel before me." "Majestic Destroyer Grenade," said Naruto. "Great Spear of Destruction. I'll smite you," said Belmont as he released the attack. As the both of them started to clash, the Grand Priest watched as he feared that they might tear a hole in the dimension somehow. Belmont increased his power, but Naruto was just increasing his even more. "You will never best me, you filthy mortal. And you won't beat me with that borrowed stolen power you have," said Naruto. The Grand Priest raised his hand and created a powerful barrier around the angel and the gods that remain. However, everyone was still feeling it. That was a shocker. Belmont pushed his max into the attack. As Naruto released a yell, his attack doubled in size as they were stuck at the stalemate. "Holy crap, that is some power they have. I don't think this is a normal tournament anymore," said Kaba. "You can do it, Naruto. Show that filthy god which universe is the strongest, said Champa. Aren't you at least a bit worried about the ramification this power struggle may create, said Macarena. Not in the slightest, Champa said. Naruto is a strong person, but going up against the combined power of Jiren and Belmod is simply astonishing, the Grand Priest intervened. I agree, father. Do you think anything bad will happen with this fight? Cuz asks. My best guess is if it continues any longer, they can tear a hole in this dimension and end up somewhere unknown. That isn't good, said Whis. Hey Naruto! Stop messing around and end it! You can end up in an unknown dimension! End this now! Caulifla yelled. You fool, you're all fools, said Belmod. You dare still defy a god! He pushed out everything! As Naruto looked up towards him as their eyes met. No way I'm losing to a fake-ass god. No way. Full power! He yelled out. The attack shattered right through Belmod's attack and threw him back. He let out a scream as he was enveloped in the attack, swallowing him whole. Up in his stance. Alright, he did it, said Caulifla. No, he did not, said Hit. What do you mean? Caulifla said. What he means is, they should appear by the stands by now if they had been knocked off. But they're not here yet, said Vegeta. He didn't kill him, did he? Said Kale. No. It's impossible for Belmod to die like that. There's a certain way to kill a god of destruction if you aren't. King Zeno, Macarena said. Yes, I can still feel the combined energy of Jiren and Belmod, said Vados. I do too. It's also growing. However, at an unstable rate, said Whis. But how is this possible, said Beerus. It's Naruto. The energy placed inside Belmod must have reacted badly to their combined attacks, hitting Belmod, said Kale. Back down below. Belmod was severely damaged. Naruto shot upwards and started pummeling him. Every attack that he threw, the place shook tremendously. As Naruto kicked him down as he slammed hard. Naruto landed. As he looked around, where are you? Naruto, Belmod yelled. As Naruto turned, Belmod's skin turned fully purple, as the energy aura around him was also purple, shooting up into the sky, as it was getting unstable and flickering in and out. Grand Zeno, with your permission I ask for the key to obtain the ultimate power. I wish to become the ultimate god. I wish to invoke my rights as a god of destruction and claim my seat at the table of deities. A cowering god that cannot defeat such a weak mortal can never prevail, said Belmod. Up in the stands, what? He can't be serious, said Champa. He's asking for what, said Beerus. What does that mean, asked Kale. It means that Belmod is asking for permission to absorb the power from the remaining Supreme Kais, said Vados. That doesn't seem that bad, so what? He take a little bit of power. What's the big deal, said Kale. It's a very big deal, said Macarena. He's not asking for a bit. He's asking for all of it, Macarena said. What's so bad about that, Kaba asked. If Grand Zeno grant this permission, he will be taking all the power from them. Kais are not mortal. They've been using divine energy for their entire life. In its purest form, the power increase would put him above all the gods combined. He would still be underneath us angels. However, when it comes to a fight, we will actually have to try against him. But still, you've heard before, an angel cannot attack a god. Those are the rules. And with him being the strongest, we won't be able to stop him, said Cuz. And taking all that power away from Supreme Kai will kill them. And all the other gods will fall as well. Wait, are you saying that if the Kais die, the gods die as well? Asked Caulifla as Champa nodded. You're joking, right? Sadly, I'm not. Said Champa. My lords, what shall it be? Will Belmod be granted a seat at the table? Or shall it be denied? Asked the Grand Priest. They looked at each other. We, the Omni Kings, shall grant Belmod's request. He is welcome to have a seat at the table, said the Omni King. There you have it, Belmod. You have permission to sit at the table, Grand Priest said. What? Everyone yelled. This can't be happening, said Krillin. Unfortunately, it is. The Elder Kai says he vanished. Champa and Beerus also start to fade away. Whis, Beerus said, looking towards him. I understand. It's been an honor serving you, Lord Beerus, said Whis. As Beerus vanished, Vados, Champa said. Yes, my lord. Make sure Naruto doesn't eat my sweets. I'll be sure to tell him. Vados said as Champa disappeared. He's gonna pay, said Caulifla. Don't you feel the power coming from him? Krillin said. It doesn't matter. Champa and Naruto share a special bond. He's gonna make him regret this. Down below. Yes. This is the power of a true god, said Belmod. As Belmod power toned down a bit, but the destruction engine was still unstable. His body seemed to have slimmed down. His eyes became purple. The god of destruction insignia was on his chest. He then started to speak. Revere me, praise me, kneel before me. Do not grieve for your fallen gods and kais. I have arrived at last, the Omnikings have granted me this power, and I shall do right by it. Worship me, the beautiful, strongest god of all time, the invincible, the almighty, the divine. All hail Belmod, he said. His voice sounded like a combination between Jiren and Belmod at the moment. I'm not praising shit, said Naruto. The static around Naruto changed from blue to black. His red aura became dark, pitch black. I hope you're ready, because after today, you will no longer be a god, said Naruto. As both of them seemingly vanished from their spot, Colossus shockwave happened all over the fighting arena. Vados had to use her staff to show it to the others, so they could actually see what was going on. Because the two fighters are moving so fast, she had to slow it down for the others that were there. As Naruto was disappearing all over the arena, as Belmod released a barrage of Hakai all over the place. As Naruto then sprinted towards them and they vanished from sight once again. They shattered the timer for the tournament. However, it didn't matter though. This fight was too interesting to care about anything else. Belmod pushed his power even higher, and this time he took command of the fight. He started pummeling Naruto with his superior speed and strength, and he ended up doing major damage. As he occasionally punched and kicked Naruto all over the area, and he would throw in the occasional blast. He used Jiren fist power against Naruto as Naruto blasts through several boulders. Belmod flew towards him and blasted him with a point-blank engine blast, and then flew away. This is what happened when you challenge an almighty god. Who want to be next? Is it you, Goku? How about you, Vegeta? I have a better solution. You loudmouth Saiyan girl. You shot the engine blast at me earlier. It's time I return the favor, said Belmod. As he appeared in front of Khalifa, his hand raised. Any last words, he said. Yeah. Screw you, she said. But before he could do anything though, a powerful kick slammed in the back of his head with such force as shockwave threw the remaining warriors of Universe 6 and 7 away. However, Vados used her staff to caught them in mid-air, returning them back to their seat. Belmod looked up as he saw Naruto standing there. Something strange was happening with Naruto power. It was fluctuating. However, Vados caught on. I hope he knew what he's doing. What do you mean? Asked Khalifa. He's combining the power of Ultra Instinct with his Super Saiyan 4 transformation. You're kidding, right? Said Vegeta. I'm afraid that she's not. He's exerting the same pressure and heat as he did earlier with Ultra Instinct. The only thing is he still cannot attack in it, said Whis. I don't know about that, said Kale. What makes you say that? Asked Cuz, as everyone looked towards her, making her feel a bit nervous. Kale, relax. You don't need to be nervous. Naruto's voice popped up in her head telepathically. But they're all staring at me, she said. Then look at me and talk, that way you won't notice I'm staring at you. Hey Kale, you there? Asked Khalifa, snapping a finger in front of her face. Yeah. You zoned out for a bit. What was that? She was talking to Naruto, said Vados. Really? But how? Said Kaba confused. I was talking with him telepathically. Anyway, what I meant earlier, I believe that Naruto chose not to attack in Ultra Instinct. That's quite the assumption, said Whis. Do you have any evidence to back it up? Yes, I do. Have any of you noticed how easily and quickly he can activate it? It's become a second nature to him. You can even feel his power level in perfect balance, and despite his power quickly rising, it remained calm and steady. He's in perfect sync right now and none of us felt him activated until you looked at him and felt the heat and pressure it gives off. She does have a point. I felt him activated, but it was a split second of him activating it. You've trained quite the mortal, Vados, said the Grand Priest. Do you think it will be enough, Kaba asked. Maybe. He had to defeat Belmod first and separate the power of Jiren from him, and the Supreme Kais as well. I don't think he knows the Spirit Fission technique, since it's an advanced spirit control ability. So perhaps he'll have to make Belmont willingly give up the power, the Grand Priest said. Back down below. Don't think that just because you got in a lucky shot that I'm defeating, Belmont said, as he got back to his feet. However, his neck was grabbed. The back of his neck, that is. You talk too much. Naruto proceeded to slam his head into the ground. He then threw Belmont up in the air. He appeared in front of him before anyone could even blink. As Naruto started to kick and knock him all around, moving so fast that he caught Belmont each time as he kept him in a perfect circle before he appeared above him. A purple attack in his hand as he slammed it in Belmont's gut. Belmont crashed into the ground. He coughed up blood as he picked himself up. You damn bam! He was cut off as Naruto's fist sank into his face. Naruto vanished as he appeared behind Belmont and kicked him right in his spine. He grabbed both of his feet as he started to slam him into the ground ruthlessly. Everyone could hear Belmont crying in pain. Belmont lashed out with a brutal kick when he broke Naruto's hold on him. However, Naruto simply tilted his head, dodging the attack despite it being point blank range. As Naruto slammed a kick into his guts before he slammed a point blank grenade blast right into his face. Belmont was blown away as Naruto gripped his fist and started to power up once again. As he pushed himself and pushed himself and pushed himself until his hair spiked up even more. His hair turned candy apple red. His eyes became golden. His fur turned into a dark cherry red color. His aura was now a Spanish carbon color as well. As Naruto released a breath as he successfully combined the two power together, Ultra Instinct along with Super Saiyan 4. Up in his stance, he did it, said Kale. I never thought I would see the day when a mortal would master Ultra Instinct, let alone take the power to another level, said Whis. He's truly amazing, said Cuz. Hey Whis, how come we're not that strong, said Goku. Well, you and Vegeta doesn't have the incredible limits he does. You two have break multiple barriers to reach the power that you are right now. However, it seems like he hasn't reached a limit yet. So we'll just have to train harder then. My first person to surpass is your son, who's playing possum right now, said Vegeta. He's not playing possum, said Goku. Yes, he is, and Naruto noticed him as well, and he has not said anything, said Vegeta. Why wouldn't he say anything, said Krillin. Hey Baldy, have you not noticed the rampaging god of destruction? There's bigger things to handle right now. He'll just deal with him later, said Caulifla. Would it kill her to call me by my name, Krillin said, in a mumble. Back down below. Belmont coughed as he wiped his lips. Big deal. Ultra instincts mean nothing to me. Belmont attacked Naruto once again, however, he did not hit him even once. As Naruto delivered several punches every time he missed, Belmont was now staggering back as his eyes went wide with rage as he started to attack wild and chaotic. Naruto had enough though as he shattered Belmont's nose before he grabbed him by the head. He then brought his knee up and slammed it into his face once again. He did it once again and again until Belmont staggered back in agonizing pain. Naruto then slammed a fist into his guts before lifting him and kicking him away. Belmont crashed to the ground. This is impossible. I have a seat at the table, he said. He powered up so much his destruction engine went haywire as he started to shoot off him like engine beams. As he focused the beams to attack Naruto, however, Naruto dodged and moved around each and every one of them as he started to gather energy within his fists. The closer he got, the quicker he had to dodge the destruction energy. Belmont gathered every single ounce of destruction energy he could as he gathered into his palm. To hell with this tournament. The only thing that matters is your death. Be gone with the rest of your fallen comrades. I hope you see your parents in hell. Hakai, Belmont yelled. To everyone's shock, Naruto jumped right inside the thing. The angels were shocked as they couldn't believe he just did that. Belmont started grinning like a madman thinking that Naruto just committed suicide. However, to everyone's shock, it started to be sucked down. Slowly but slowly it started to get smaller and smaller until the outline of Naruto could be seen. As Naruto took in a breath and sucked all the energy inside of him. To everyone's shock, all that energy rushed towards Naruto's fists that took the appearance of a gigantic ape that roared. Belmont stepped back in fright. Take this, you son of a bitch. Ozaru's fist, said Naruto. Naruto punched Belmont so hard that his hand exploded right through him. Blood exploded out of Belmont's mouth and nose. as he dropped to one knee, as Naruto held him up. The body of Jiren was now outside of Belmont as it was laying behind him. Immediately, Champa, Beerus, and the Supreme Kais all returned back to existence. As they wonder how did they got back, Belmont was gasping for air as he returned back to normal. What did you do to me? He said. Force. Spirit Fission. It's a technique that allows me to separate and manipulate energy from my target. It grants me ability to do things like such as unfusing, absorbing techniques, and also free trapped souls. Coincidentally, it also indirectly revived the dead. As you can see, the gods and the Kais were brought back, said Naruto as he pulled his hand out and pushed him away as he collapsed on the ground. I'm supposed to be at the table of deities. No, you're supposed to be at the table reserved for gods. Just because you have access to certain power doesn't mean you should use it. Especially when you did not notice how unstable you were. What do you mean unstable? Belmont said. During our first scuffle, I planted some of my energy inside of you. After our two attacks collided and you were hit with it, it reacted badly. It was too powerful to be destroyed, so it sent your system haywired. You absorbing all that divine energy on top of it did not help either. You lost this fight the moment you attacked Kale. You never stood a chance. Look at you, a god kneeling before a mortal. It's fitting that this is how you end. Any last words? Yeah. I'll have my revenge, Belmont said. I don't care, said Naruto, as he brought his foot back and slammed it in Belmont's face, kicking him right off the ring. He then picked up Jiren and threw him off as well. Up in the stands, Jiren from the 11th universe has been eliminated. Therefore, the 11th universe shall be terminated. Bye bye, the Omni King said as they sent him away. Well, that was one hell of a fight. It sure was. Naruto really came through in the end. Fuwa said, I guess it's a good thing that we trained him, said Champa. I guess it is. It's nice to have you back, Lord Champa, said Vados. Lord Beerus, I assume that you must be happy to be alive, said Whis. I'll be happy once this tournament is over. We don't even know how much time is left, said Goku. Yeah, that last fight destroyed the clock, said Vegeta. Grand Minster, how much time is left? Act cuz. I would say about 2 minutes, he said. Naruto, get your ass in gear. We only have 2 minutes left, Champa yelled. Hey, what's wrong with him? Caulifla said. As Naruto collapsed down to the ground, its power level decreased, and he returned back to normal. He has combined the power of Ultra Instinct with Super Saiyan 4 after just mastering it, said Whis. Ultra Instinct put a tremendous strain on the body, combined with the power of Super Saiyan 4, and it's a double-edged blade. He knew the risk, but it needed to be done. The question is now, does he have anything left in the tank to finish off Gohan? Bat down below. Alright, one left, said Naruto. Seems you're out of strength. I've been in this situation before, and unfortunately, I cannot let you gather your strength or recover your stamina, said Gohan, as he powered up to his mystic form. He could not gather enough energy to go to his new form. Nah, I'm fine. I just need that small break, said Naruto. As he started to power up, his aura was gold, however his hair turned red. As he kept on pushing until his hair started to change once again, and again. His hair turned white for a brief second before it flashed back to red. As he pushed once again as his hair and aura turned blue. Gohan was shocked that Naruto still had that much power left. His Super Saiyan Blue form was only slightly stronger than him. However, Gohan knew it was because he was exhausted at the moment. Up in his stance, I knew that you said you could do it, but actually seeing him as a Super Saiyan Blue is completely different, said Caulifla. Yeah, I know. Too bad we can't feel divine energy yet. I wonder who is stronger between them right now. Naruto is, said Kale. How do you know? We've never been trained to sense divine energy, said Kaba. Were you not paying attention when Vegeta told us about the Saiyan bonds with their soulmates? I can only feel his energy though and no one else's. He's not that much stronger, but it's only because he's exhausted after all the fights that he had to do. Wow, Kale, you must really be in love with Naruto then, said Caulifla. Yes, I am, and the sooner you admit your feelings, you will stop taking sneaky glances at Kaba when no one is looking, said Kale, smirking at Caulifla. I did not, Caulifla said, her face turning a bit red. Is that a blush I see in her face, Caulifla? Kale said in a teasing tone. Leave me alone, Caulifla said, as she turned away with a huff. Back down below, both Naruto and Gohan looked towards each other. before they shot forward as they clash. The fate of their universe rested on this one final battle. Who will win? Who will come out on top? You guys will have to find it out on the next episode, guys, because I'm gonna be in this episode right here. If you want the next part, go ahead and comment down below and tell me, and I'll be posting it as soon as possible. And don't forget, yes, I indeed have 4 channels that I post what if on every single day. Yes, you heard that correctly, every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead, click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Making family. And thank you for all of your help and support. And yeah, without further ado or wasting more time, what do you say we jump the hell out of here? See you guys soon. Peace, guys.